Hey, this is Meredith Elliott Powell, and I got to admit, I am not one to watch sports on television. But this year's U.S. Open, the big tennis tournament going on in New York City, between the weather issues and the phenomenal tennis and the 18-year-olds coming out of nowhere, this has been an incredible tournament. And I want to draw your attention to a match that happened just last night, probably later if you're watching this video down the road. But it was between an 18-year-old, Fernandez, and the legendary Naomi Osaka. And really, it was an incredible match because this 18-year-old, in her own words, she put on a show. Now, she lost the first set, won the second set, came back, which was incredible. And in a phenomenal third set, she pulled out the win. And after the entire tournament was over, after the day was finished, the reporters were talking to her, setting her up for that big interview under the lights. Now remember, she's only 18 years old. And they said, when, after you lost that first set, did you know you could turn things around? When did you know you were going to win? And she said, I knew I was going to win when I stepped on to that court. She said, I knew that I was going to take this match. Now think about that. She is 18 years old going up against a legend. Now that tells you the power of mindset. So the question on the table to you this week is, how solid is your mindset when you go on a sales call, when you're putting together your sales pipeline, when you're going in for the close? Are you radiating that confidence? Are you ready to put on a show? Is your belief system solid? If not, you got some work to do. So how'd she get there? Number one is she's done the work. If you know her history, she's only 18 years old, but she's had failures, she's had losses, and she has dealt with them, picked herself back up, dusted herself back off, and gotten back on the court. She works hard. She's in phenomenal shape. This wasn't her first rodeo. It wasn't her first match. And last but not least, she has used all that and done the work before she stepped on the court to understand that part of this is skills and the rest is up here. So what do we learn as sales professionals? What do we learn as leaders? We have got to begin with mindset. When the moment we step onto that court, we have got to believe that we've got what it takes to win. And that comes from being willing to fail. That comes from being in phenomenal shape and doing the work. And that comes from understanding it is part skill set and part working on our own belief in ourselves. We've got to build that confidence. All right, go out and win your match. And together, we're going to turn all of this uncertainty into your competitive advantage. I'll see you next week.